Hi there, welcome back to Skirmish Miniature Gaming. It's Luke here, and we're back for some new Warhammer 40k content. We've a combat patrol, of course, as always, being the Skirmish Miniature Gaming. We've got hold of the new Necron and Space Marine codexes, which are super awesome. The new stuff's looking great. I like the way that Games Workshop's going with this at the moment. Think it's making each force feel more like they should, really. Space Marines finally getting their 2 wounds, etc. And yeah, we're going to try out some new stuff for the Necrons as well, some of the Scorpex models. The Marines are going to throw in a nice mix of models, and it's going to be Space Wolves today for El, who's coming along as always. And I'm going to be playing the Necrons. So if you're new to the channel, guys, make sure to subscribe. Please do leave us a comment down below and throw a like on the video for sure. And as always, you can... please do consider signing up to our Patreon in the link in the description below, because we need more support from people to keep funding new content like this, because we have to purchase the codexes, etc. models. We don't get sent stuff like that yet. We're not that big a channel yet. And so we do need support to be able to do that. Otherwise, it's just not doable, and we'll have gaps in new content here and there, and we won't be able to cover it. So please do, if you like seeing this content, guys, show your support through that. But otherwise, really hope you enjoy this video. It's going to be awesome. There's going to be plenty more to come after this one as well, with the new Marines and Necrons. But enjoy this one. I'll see you there. Alright then, guys, here we go. I've done a nice little setup here on our map, which looks awesome today, I have to say. So excited to use the new codexes. We've got Necrons versus Space Wolves, or Space Marine Space Wolves, for our first new content for 40k Combat Patrol. 25 power, obviously, as we always tend to do at the moment. New codexes! Woo! And then you've got the PDFs, obviously, online, guys, which, in the instance for Space Wolves, have updated all their units for costs and their abilities and things and whatnot, which we'll take you through as the game goes along. But I'll take you through my Necron Novok list today. That's the dynastic code I'm taking for them, which is very combat-esque. I figured since I'm going against Space Wolves, should take them a bit more of a combat type force, combat patrol, and I also wanted to try out the new Scorpec, and that kind of seemed to serve them best. So I'll take you down the front here, and I'll take you through this Necron list. I've got the Scorpec destroyers in there. One of them obviously has the Hyperphase, I think it's the Hyperphase blade and whatnot, the dual hand weapon. The other two just have the dual handed weapons. They have no shooting Scorpec destroyers. They are as they are. I didn't give them the extra little plasma sight model for a power, because I was bang on 25 power with my Scarabs for 2 power to kind of cover the rest of the power level that was left over. I've got a Scorpec destroyer there, Lord, in the middle. He's going to have my Warlord, the Novok specific Warlord trait, which is if he wounds on a 6, he causes an additional mortal wound to that unit. So that should be pretty nasty. That's his Warlord trait. He's also taking a relic for free, which will be the Veil of Darkness. So him and another unit within 3 inches in any of my movement phases, once per battle, can jump with that unit and land anywhere, like a deep strike essentially, so 9 inches away from enemy models. Yeah, so that should be pretty awesome to use, because it's not deep striking either, so we could use it first turn in the movement phase, which is pretty awesome. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But that is the Lord. Can't wait to use these Scorpecs and see how they do. I've had one practice game with them, I believe, but yeah, it's good to use them properly here with the new rule set. Necron Warrior Squad of 10 are as they are. And then up at the top there, I've never taken these before yet, so I figured they got their old snowy bases on them. I'm yet to change over, so I thought it'd work well to go against the Space Wolves actually. So I've got 3 Canoptech Wraiths. They'll be really interesting. They're going to be speedy. They can phase through terrain and infantry as if they weren't even there. They're like ghosts essentially, so I'm really looking forward to using those. Absolutely awesome. Novok gives me +1 to charge rolls, and also if I get charged, make a charge, or heroically intervene, I also get +1 to my armor penetration on attacks made in combat, so that should be pretty awesome. So then, Space Wolves, what we got today? I think 24 power, you said it comes to you?
Yeah, I came to 24 power, that's all I could muster.
So at the front, should we start with the Ajax?
Yeah, we have Ajax Rockfist.
So kind of proxying.
Sort of proxying, because he's actually out of stock on GW, but that model looks quite a bit like him.
Yeah, very similar.
He just needs an anvil on his back.
And so he's obviously named character.
So he's a named character, he is what he is.
I think we said is it the Beast Claw specific Space Wolves Warlord trait, but it doesn't really do anything for him this battle.
No,
but he has
it doesn't,
no
it's
choice
monsters,
but to take it, does
but
he?
yeah, I guess.
Being a named character, so he kind of has to take it.
Yeah.
It's good against vehicles and monsters, so it does him no good.
Yeah. But I would have been down at like 23 points if I'd have just taken an ordinary Terminator sort of battle leader.
Yeah.
So I thought I might as well just take him because at least
good.
he can throw his hammer like Thor. Which
Yeah, definitely. That should be awesome. And he's got that nasty 3-up in bun. So.
And he's hanging out with the Fenrisian. Venerable Dreadnought with Fenrisian axe and Storm Shield.
Nice.
They are backed up by a unit of intercessors. The sergeant, he's modelled with a power axe, but sadly it's not an option, at least until the Space Wolves codex comes out.
Right.
So I'm just making that a power sword.
Okay.
And they will have bolt rifles.
So is that the Assault 3?
No,
that's the other one. I always get them mixed up.
The rapid fire one.
The rapid fire one. Okay.
But it does give -1 AP.
Okay.
And then a unit of
Three Space Wolf suppressors.
Suppressors there.
A lovely table setup today. These are two of the kill team mats put together from Games Workshop, which are perfect for our combat patrol games as always. So it's one of the new ones. On the other side there's that Martian wreck landscape. We've got TT Combat Necron terrain, beautifully painted up by Zerius Painting, thanks for that ad. And we've got some generic GW Imperial Ruins scattered around as well, and I've made it as symmetrical as I can for this match play game. Eternal War, we're going to be playing in Circle, which is just, as always, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 objectives placed pre-game. And as always, it's pretty much always the same, but 5 victory points for one objective, another 5 if you control another, and then if you have more objectives than your opponent, another 5 points. Can't score those in the first turn. Secondary objectives, we've chosen 3 each, as always. So we've got Battlefield Supremacy, Line Breaker, and Attrition for the Necrons. And which basically Battlefield Supremacy is one of the Necron specific ones that you can now choose, which is for each table quarter that Alan doesn't have a unit in, wholly within, I get a point for each one, which is quite interesting. In fact, I think it might be 2 points for each one, which I thought was really good, especially for combat patrol, so that'd be interesting. Yeah. So Supremacy, Battlefield Supremacy, Line Breaker, which is a generic one. If I have 2 units in my enemy's within 6 inches of my enemy's opponent's table edge, I get, I think it's 3 or 4 points at the end of that battle round. Attrition is my last one, which is essentially just kill more than your opponent in that turn and get 4 victory points. Okay, and then so Al's got Attrition as well. He's also got a Space Marine specific one. We both thought we'd try and take one for funsies for the new codexes. Shock Tactics.
Yeah.
Which is if you take an objective that was held by your opponent at the beginning of that round, I think at the end of the turn, if you hold it, you get points, 3 points maybe?
Yeah. Which
is quite a Space Wolfy one, I thought, to be fair, so that's quite good. And Slay the Warlord's your final one, so if you kill my character, you will get 5 victory points, I think it is, for Slay the Warlord, 4 or 5. Right, we'll do a roll. Necron's getting a 3, Space Wolves getting a 5. So you're attacker, I'm defender, Al, which means that I'm going to have to set up my unit first, and you can obviously pick sides, but I don't think it's lengthways, it's just that side, this corner. So deployment is like a rectangle up to this point, and on that side, that corner, Al's got one up to this point here at the back. So we'll set up, you'll see how we set up now with the new deployment cam. Right then folks, deployment is complete, ready for this one. Super excited for this combat patrol mission. I forgot to remove my dice actually for deployment, but there we go, I'll sort that out in a moment. Also guys, one thing I forgot to point out, and I think we've got one to point out for Al's Force as well. My Canoptech Wraiths have taken the build for Vicious Claws, and they've each got trans-dimensional beamers, because we're doing power, so I don't have to worry about upgrading them for those. So they're fully upgraded with those. On your Primaris, Al, I think you forgot to say, didn't you? One of them has got a launcher, grenade launcher, has it?
Oh yeah, this
fellow at the front.
This fella here has an auxiliary grenade launcher.
Okay. Right then, Al, let's get into a roll-off for initiative here. Necrons are getting a 2, not so good, and a 4 for the Space Wolves, so they'll be able to choose first or second here, I suppose. Right, so Al's going to take first turn here. You go up to 4 command points, and you're going to make some moves. Take the opportunity to move into position, because I've got some nasty quick stuff that can get over to you, so I think that's probably a good call. And there we go. Intercessors all getting across on the flank and gaining some cover, but hopefully also still got some range there to shoot these, maybe shoot at something. Advancing the Dreadnought, +6, he's going places. Nice. And the Dreadnought, full 12-inch advance, pushing right forward there. Getting into there, nicely done. And then advancing Arjack.
Yeah,
nice.
Another 11.
And there we go, Arjack jumping in behind your Dreadnought as well, keeping some lookout sir and some cover going on, I guess. And then it's just the suppressors left for movement. Okay, so suppressors floating on over to the other side of the ruins there, holding down objective 3. The Dreadnought is just about within 3 of objective 4 there for now. And then it's going into shooting here after moving them suppressors. And so going with the intercessor unit, Al, yeah?
Yeah.
They're going to shoot over into the Scarabs. You've got the grenade launcher.
Grenade launcher for...
Frag.
6 shots!
6 shots with the frag, nice. 3s to hit. Oh dear, not so good. 3 still went through, I guess. Wounding is going to be... So strength 3, so you need 4s to wound then, because I'm toughness 3. Oh, terrible. Oh dear.
Terrible.
So Scarabs again, you're going to shoot with the bolt rifles. You need 3s to hit. Oh my god, okay.
Pathetic.
You got 2 though. Could have done with 1 more at least there, but wounding here on 3s, because strength 4. And you get 2 wounds though.
That's alright.
Okay, so just 2 wounds to the Scarab Swarm at the back there. Suppressors are going to go into the Necron Warriors, so go for it now.
9 dice, yeah.
Yeah, 3 shots apiece. And you're going to be looking at...
It's a heavy and I moved.
So 4s, I guess.
So it's 4s.
Okay. Devastated Doctrine's active as well. Not bad really for 4s, to be fair. I think it's about average. Actually, it's probably better, to be fair. So, good stuff. And then you're wounding strength. I can't remember strength.
Strength 7.
Okay, so 3s to wound. Not bad at all. 3 go through. 3 saves on 6 ups, because -2 AP with Devastated Doctrine active. Made 1, to be fair. So 2 die, but then after you've made the attack with those weapons, the new rules for reanimation, 2 died, 2 5-ups, and I get to bring back models equal to the number I get. And I get no 5-ups, so 2 dead for you all, and they can't come back now. Okay, that was the suppressors. 2 Necron Warriors went down, and the Dreadnought has a Stormbolter but advanced, and unfortunately our Jack is just outside of 12-inch range to throw that hammer. Other than that, I think it is just going to be on to Necrons in their turn 1. And I don't think any secondaries yet have been scored by the Space Wolves per se. No primary objectives can be scored until turn 2. So we'll go into Necrons and their turn 1. Right then, into my turn 1, and I'm going to go up to 4 command points as well here. And then for me, the Scarabs I think will make moves, and they are literally probably just going to get in front of this objective here, to be honest. Just hold that down. Grab this objective here for next turn in my own table half. There we go. And they'll sit on that there. Quite happy doing that. And then and he'll take his wounds with him actually, and then it's just going to be into the Wraiths. They're going to make moves around the edge there, and they can phase through terrain without being bothered about it. There we go, Wraiths phasing their way across the board onto this flank to help out. I kind of left them in the middle because I got so much movement, just to give myself a choice of where I want to go. Necron Warriors will probably just make moves around the edge here into the terrain sort of, so they've got moves to get onto the objective there. And then if they're moving into terrain there, they're only going to get 3 moves, so Some of them will move around the edge, some will go through the terrain with less movement. And that'll do me nicely. They'll still all be able to all see for shooting later on, so I'm quite happy with that. And I've got some on the objective there as well, so that suits me nicely. Now, I made a tactical muck-up, but like I say, it's the first time I'm using the Necrons with the new codex and with this new rule. And the rule, I think, has been changed anyway. So now you have this thing with core keywords for your units. I forgot that Scorpec Destroyers aren't a core unit, and so he can't pick them within 6 of him to vanish and reappear with Veil of Darkness. He can technically do it with the Necron Warriors, to be fair, but he's not going to choose them because they're quite happy where they are. So the Scorpec Destroyers have had to go off on their own now, moved 8 down the flank, they're ready to charge later anyway. However, the Warlord can still use it by himself, and he will do. He's going to disappear and reappear over by those Primaris. Tasty. So there he goes, dropping down in the back behind. Unfortunately, I need 2 units in my enemy's deployment to get my secondary objective. And my Necron Warriors, they're the front line there of 5 models at the front are in rapid fire for 2 shots each. The back 3 there are not within rapid fire of the suppressors. So they're going to be all shooting now with their Gauss flares, hitting on 3s. Oh, that is not good. That's as bad as your hit rolling there, ouch. Wounding on 4s as well here, so not so good for the hitting, and only 2 wounds. Minus 1 AP though. You got cover, so you're going to be literally on. Oh, you're going to ignore the AP. 3 up saves probably. So 2 3 up saves should be fine. And you good?
Yes.
Also, guys, just one thing to point out. Like I say, we're following up on rules all the time here. But Necron Warriors, when I made the 2 rolls for reanimating, they do re-roll 1s now to reanimate. They're slightly better than other stuff, being infantry. I can't remember if I rolled any 1s or not, but I don't think I did, so it should be fine. Right, so 3 trans-dimensional beamers into the suppressors. This is going to be on 4s to hit, 4s to wound with strength 4. 4s to hit, only 1. Wounding is strength 4 for sure there, I believe. 4s to wound. No, I missed. I think I'm tempted to re-roll that. I can kill a suppressor if I actually get this. So re-rolling for a 4-up. No! Never re-roll a 4-up, Luke. Never! Okay, Scorpec Destroyer Lord is going to use his Enmitic Annihilator, which is a blast weapon, which won't matter for this game. However, he'll shoot at the suppressors in behind them. This is going to be 2d3 assaults for, that's 5 shots. Rerolling 1s to hit and wound on this as well. 2s to hit, rerolling 1s. Reroll a 1, oh my god. There we go, that's a good start. And then wounding. Strength 6, toughness 4, so 3s to wound, rerolling 1s. Because I'm Scorpec Destroyer Lord. Wow, okay, so 4, but you got 3 up saves because you're in cover and it's only minus 1 AP to be fair. So go for it. 4 saves on 3 ups. Probably, hopefully you might fail one of you. And you do fail 2, okay. So you're going to re-roll a die to try and save one to go down to 3 command points. And you do, so 1 loses a wound and they're alive for now. I think that is it for the shooting phase. Only managed to cause a wound in the end. Onto the charging. I think it's going to be Scorpec Destroyer Lord first.
Turn his attention back this way?
I think so. He's got +1 to his charge, so it's only an 8-inch charge. You can only overwatch once per phase for a command point. Are they going to not overwatch and then they are? Or are you going to go for them? What are you thinking? Okay, so no overwatch for that Intercessor squad. It's an 8-inch charge for the Scorpec Lord with Novak. I need an 8. Can reroll for a command point. 7! No! Down to 2 command points. I've got to re-roll this because I need to get him in, really. Re-rolling. No, it's a 5! And that's the risk of jumping him, I guess. And that's that. I needed to do better on my shooting in that case. Right, let's go for it. Let's just do it. Wraiths are going to go for the suppressors. They're going to get 5 ups to overwatch because you're in defensible cover. And I'm guessing you're going to spend the command point to do that?
Oh, yes.
You get down to 2 and you'll get to do that. Right, so 9 shots on 5s for Overwatch. And you get 3? 3 hits.
Yes.
Nice. 3s to wound against the Wraiths. And you're getting 2 wounds. Interesting. So I've got 2 4-up invuln saves for the Wraiths. If I fail both of these, they're dead. Although I could re-roll one. Because I'm in a different phase now. I do fail 1, but that means 1 will live, so I'm quite happy with that. And 1's on 1 wound remaining. Right, so 1 down to 1 wound at the back there. We're going to do a charge for +1 with Novak. And I'm ignoring terrain and infantry for charges. I got a 7 with +1. Okay, the Wraiths got into there. They're in kind of heroic intervention range of some of these models for the Space Wolves, but I can't really help it. I need to get in on them suppressors, to be honest. Scorpex should hopefully be doing the job here of shutting down these. So they're going to target... I think they're going to target just the Dreadnought, though, to be honest. So they're going to go for the Dreadnought. He can't Overwatch now anyway. So this is going to be +1 to the roll for Novok. Getting a 9, easily getting them in there around the Dreadnought, I should think. And there we go, destroyers with 9-inch charge, more than enough to get right over there and onto the Dreadnought. And now, well, you can choose whether you want to heroically intervene Arjak. There we go, 3-inch budge heroic intervention from Arjak, getting into the Wraiths. Wasn't something I could really avoid. He placed them well in front of the suppressors, to be fair, so can't be avoided. However, I will still attack first with everything here. So the Wraiths, the 2 at the back there, are going to go for the suppressors. There's only 1 in the engagement range of Arjak, so he'll attack him. So into the suppressors, we've got 8 attacks, and this is going to be only on 4s, to be fair, with Canoptek Wraiths. They're not amazing. Here we go. That's good roll, though. Good. That's good. That's very, very good.
That's good,
yeah, it is a good roll. 3s to wound with strength 6. Nothing else really there, rerolls or anything like that. That's evened it out a bit. Okay, so that's going to be 2 though, -4 AP because I'm Novok, which has actually made the difference to making no save. So that is 2 dead suppressors, the one that's already lost the wound and the one that's on full. And now the Wraith at the bottom will get to attack Arjak. Okay, this is going to be again on 4s. Okay, yeah, not good rolling, man, not good. Okay, so on to the destroyers since they charged as well. This is going to be +1 attack for the 2 models that have Hyperphase Thrashers. Hyperphase Thrashers, wounding, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s though, because I'm destroyers. Okay, that's a pretty good start, but now it's going to be hard to wound because I'm wounding on 5s without rerolls because the Lord is not close enough. Let's see if we can still get a few here. We still get a couple there. That's going to be 2 5-ups. That's they're AP in melee because I'm Novok, so that's going to be AP -4. So the Blizzard Shields are 4-up Invun. And you fail 1, make 1. You could re-roll 1 if you wanted to for a command point. That's up to you, really. So you're going to take it and not re-roll, but you've got 2 6-ups to ignore the damage because you're a Venerable Dreadnought, and it's 2 damage weapon. Go for it. Oh, nice.
Got 1.
So you only took a damage in the end. That's alright. So he's down to 7 wounds remaining, and then I've got 3 attacks to come from the Reaper Blade, the Hyperphase Reap Blade, should I say, which is strength 7, so this is going to be wounding on 4s, and this will be on your Invin again, and this is 3 damage now. So this is going to be on 3s, re-rolling 1s, re-roll that 1. Oh, okay, missed that. So that is going to be wounding on 4s, strength 7, only 1 wound. Okay, 4-up Invin save, single save. Fails it.
So
that's
now,
what you saved the reroll for.
Now I'll use that reroll.
Go down to 1 command point, rerolling for 4-up. Gets it just about. He needed that, didn't he? That's 3 more damage otherwise. So it is just going to be attacks back, I guess. Right then, so Dreadnought in the middle is going to go for you, Alia.
Yeah.
He was charged, so he's +1 to hit and +1 attack for Space Wolf and Space Marine, or Angels of Death. So you're going to be on 5 attacks and you're going to use Cleave, yeah? The Fenrisian Axe, which is one of the 2 stats you can choose. So you're going to be hitting, you were hitting on 3s with Unwieldy, but now it's 2s because you're Space Wolves and you got charged. I'm also going to use Whirling Onslaught for a command point because you're attacking Scorpec Destroyers. So I'm going to go down to 1 command point left, which means it's -1 for wounding against them, so you'll be wounding on 3s instead of 2s. Might save them, I don't know. So you got 5 attacks now instead of 4 with Cleave. Go for it.
Oh, a lot of ones.
Oh, ouch. Okay then, so only 2 hits. Wounding is going to be on 3s now because I'm using my Scorpec thing. So see if this helps or not. It did. Oh, it really did as well. Okay, so 6-up would prevent this, to be fair.
Oh, man.
Ooh, man alive, these Scorpecs. Okay, so the tactic worked that I used there, so worth spending the command point. Okay then, so Ajax's gonna go, or Ajak. He's got 5 attacks now for being for making a heroic intervention because he's Space Marine for Angels of Death. Into the Wraiths, you've got 5 attacks now instead of 4. Hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s. No rerolls.
Ones, please. please.
You get one.
There we go,
That's,
one.
you probably due one. Okay, so then 4 on 2s for wounding.
Another one.
Well, that's a lot better than the other guys did, I guess. 3 4-up invuns. Need to make one of these to live. And I make 2. So, and I could re-roll that third one. Yeah, I could re-roll it to let all 3 live, have a chance of all 3 living. I'm going to let the one on 1 wound die. And then he's worth 3 wounds. And the way reanimation protocols works now, you roll 3 dice because it's 3 wounds. For each 5 up, I get to add to a pool. And I get... Oh, I was so close! Oh, my life. Okay, so if I'd have got 3 5-ups, I would have had 3 in the pool. They're worth 3 wounds apiece. And if you have equal to or more in the pool of dice that you rolled 5-ups on, you can bring back 1, but I was 1 short, so it's unlikely that you get to bring back the bigger things, really. So the suppressor gets to attack back. It's a sergeant, so 3 attacks goes to 4 because you got charged this turn. Go for it. Hitting on 2s because you're +1 to hit for being Space Wolves. Easily done. Wounding on 5s though, because I'm toughness 5 with wraiths. But you're re-rolling 1s because you're within 6 of Ajax. And okay.
Yes!
Nice, okay.
5s.
Nicely done. Got 3 in there. 3 3-up saves for the wraiths. And, ooh, failed 2. I haven't re-rolled 1 yet, but then I've got 2 wounds apiece, so 3 wounds apiece, sorry. So I think I'm going to take the 2. Okay, so into your turn, you're up a command point to 2, and you're going to start making moves with, after turn 2, nobody scored anything, so 1, sorry, nobody scored anything, and we're going into turn 2, and they Space Wolves just going to make their moves, I guess, and that squad's going to push on to objective 2. Al unfortunately had no objectives going into round 2. My Scarabs have this one. I have enough on that objective to control it. That one is contested 2 all. Suppressors are fast attack, I believe, so no troop choices on there. And these guys over here weren't quite on their objective, so they've moved into there now to claim it for next turn, and they'll be able to make shots, but otherwise any other movement to do, I guess. Okay, and then the suppressor flying and falling back onto the objective, the building there, gaining a bit of cover, but also still holding down that objective number 3. And everything else is staying put. Dreadnought obviously staying put in combat. It's going to be your shooting out, and see what you've got going here. Right then, so going with your Primaris squad on the right there. They're going to go into the Scarabs again, but they're all in rapid fire range now, and you're in Tactical Doctrine, so they're getting an extra AP to their weapons. You got the grenade launcher first, yeah? Mm-hmm. So this is going to be on 3s, but you're also... Yeah, go for it, 3s. And then 2s to wound, actually. It's strength 6 for the crack, wasn't it? So you hit. Mm-hmm. So toughness 3, so 2s to wound.
Oh, man!
Are you going to re-roll? Okay, you're going to re-roll. You only need a 2.
Oh!
Oh, that would have been a dead Scarab as well, hopefully. That sucks. Yeah. He mucked up last time as well.
That's unlucky.
Okay, but then you got a ton of rapid fire now. Okay, so you're looking at 3s for the rifle shots now, rapid fire. Interesting. Not too bad. Wounding on 3s this time. Okay, and all except for 1. So that's 4 at minus 2 AP now, because of Tactical Doctrine. That's 4 damage, which will be a dead Scarab and 1 on 3 wounds remaining. So 4 dice for reanimation protocols on the Scarabs. If I get 4 5-ups, it comes back. Did alright roll again, to be fair, but not enough. So that Scarab does go. So 4 shots on the Storm Bolter on the Dreadnought. He's a vehicle, so he can shoot in combat. This is going to be at an extra AP as well for Tactical Doctrine, because he's, yep. So it's going to be on 2s to hit for Ballistic Skill on the Dreadnought. The 1s this game. 5s to wound though against the Destroyers. Nah, not getting that. It's going to be hard to get Destroyers with the Storm Bolter, to be fair. I think it's going to be combat, unless I don't think Arjak can throw his hammer in combat. So. Right then, the Scorpec Destroyers are going to go for me. I get to choose first in the combat phase, because it's Al's turn for the Space Wolves. So they're going to go first before they maybe die, see what it can do to this Dreadnought. Got 8 attacks, plus 1 for each of the Hyperphase Threshes. So this is going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s, because I'm Destroyers. Ooh, not quite with the re-roll. Not so good. And then I'm having to wound here as well on 5, so could have done with an extra hit there. Yeah, okay, we wounded well though. So 3 wounds to be fair, and you got 4 up invuns on the Dreadnought anyway. So 3 4 up invuns, and then damage on 6 is ignored. Okay, so you made 2, that's pretty good going, and you're going to let that one go through. So 2 more dice for the damage on 6s can ignore damage. There we go. And no 6s this time, so he takes 2 damage, and I got the big blade to go. 3s to hit with the Hyperphase Reap Blade on the singular model. So this is going to be 3s, re-rolling 1s, so misses with the 2. Wounding on 4s this time, because I'm strength 7. No re-rolls of 1s for the wounding, so it is purely 1 wound, which is going to be a 4 up invuln, and this is 3 damage on this. Yeah, makes it again on the blade. So he's down to 5 wounds, the Dreadnought, and it'll be on to your choice for attacking, Al, which I'm guessing will be a Arjak.
Yeah.
So just 4 attacks for Arjak this time into the Wraiths, because there's no Space Wolves or Angels of Death rules coming into play. So it's just going to be hitting on, I think, 2s for you. Missing 1, hitting 3. Wounding here is going to be on 2s. Okay. 3 4 up invuns for the Wraiths. I need to make 2 of these. I make all of them. Okay then, the Wraiths will attack back for me. 4 attacks apiece, and there's only 2 left. 4s then 3s. And no re-rolls for these guys, I don't believe, so bad average there, that'll do me. 3s to wound, with strength 6. That's 3 wounds. 3 unvuln saves on 3 ups for your shield with Arjak. Go for it. Oh shoot.
Missed 1.
Missed 1. Okay, so you're going to use your last command point, and you're going to go down to 0 and try and make this 3 up. You won't die if you fail this, to be fair.
Got it.
Got it. There we go. Got it on a 6. So at least he's taken no damage yet. You've got your Dreadnought left to attack against my Scorpec Destroyers. I'm going to spend a command point, go down to 0 as well, and make it -1 to your wounding rolls again against the Scorpecs. Right, so you're going to cleave again with the Dreadnought. No +1 attack though, because you haven't been charged or made a charge, etc. So, yeah, go for it. You're on 3s to hit. And, ooh, nice, all hitting. Wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s, because you're within 6 of Arjak, and you're a core model. Boom! Re-rolling 1s. Oh, no. Missed anyway. Okay, so 3 wounds, that's pretty good going. So 3 6-up saves here from the nasty axe, and so I need to make 1 6-up here, or they're all gonna die. So I've got 3 dice. No, we don't, and that is the destroyers all down. All right then. So nothing else scored after your turn there, Al, but you consolidated with the Dreadnought after wiping out the destroyers into my table quarter. That prevents me getting my secondary next turn for you being in that quarter. Okay, this is going to be interesting. We'll go on to Necrons in their turn 2. I go back up to 1 command point here, and I do hold objectives here. That's contested, unfortunately. I hold this because my Necron warriors are troop choice, and my Scarabs still just about hold the middle objective there, number 1 there. Okay, into movement then, and the Wraiths can fall back and charge in the same turn, and shoot as well, I believe. Yeah, so they can shoot and charge after falling back. They got 12-inch move. They're more than happy to jump right through, and they can phase through infantry as well. So they're literally going to jump over here, get an inch away to charge that Dreadnought later after they've shot. Oh, actually, sorry, he's up to 2 because of living matter, and that Scarab unit there is back up to full health as well because of living metal. Sorry. Scarabs have moved back slightly, to be fair, just still holding the objective but getting a bit more out of line of sight. Scorpec Lord has moved down the back flank there, ready to charge the Marines, the Primaris. Necron Warriors have moved 3 through the terrain there, just slightly creeping across to get some within rapid fire range of the Suppressor cannon. The Wraiths obviously fell back, ready to charge. So we'll go into the shooting phase, and we'll start with the Necron Warriors and deal with this Suppressor. Okay, so 3 are in rapid fire range and 5 are not. They're going into the Suppressor cannon. So this is going to be on 3s. Ooh, not so good. I'm not able to roll 3s this game, am I? Neither. We're rolling so many 1s.
That's shocking.
Yeah, they did that last time. Wounding on 4s. 3-up save. 2 3-up saves. Same as last time. We failed 1. And he hasn't taken a damage though, so he'd be down to 1 wound, I guess. Transdimensional beams, we're going to have to try and finish him off from the wraiths. So this is going to be on 4 ups, then 4 ups. Missed. He flies out the way, dodges them. Assault 2d3 from the Scorpec Lord. He's going to shoot over into the Suppressor. Try and finish him off. He'll be within 18 there, I think, but we'll check it. Yep, definitely within 18. Needing 2s to hit. Hits. Wounding on 3s. Oh, man. My Necron shooting this game has been appalling. Okay. Nothing from the Scorpec Lord. Okay, so the Canoptech Wraith will charge the Dreadnought. I'm guessing he's not going to overwatch with the Stormbolter. Oh, yeah. No command points and no overwatch, so it's just going to be a charge. Easy peasy. It would make... Yeah, we're on the objective more or less there, so I will just jump over and help claim that, I guess. There we go. And that'll be good enough there. Scorpec Lord will charge that unit. No overwatch again, because no command points at the moment. And easily getting in this time. It would be -2 for charging into cover. So it's just going to be a 5-inch charge, which is more than enough to still get him around.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to be ballsy here as well. I need to equal up attrition, and that suppressor needs to die. The Scarab Swarm here has a 7-inch charge because they can fly, which I completely forgot, to get to here and get in an engagement range. I need a 7 with no VOC. No! Didn't make the charge, so we'll just sit on the objective for now. Suppressor lives for now. However... all of my charging models will go first, which is everything I think this round. The Wraiths might as well go with them first, and I'm going to use my only command point to use the no-voc specific tactic to get +1 attacks to my unit for this phase. Okay, so the Wraiths going into the Dreadnought. This is going to be 4s to hit. Wounding on 5s. That's equaled it up, that's for sure. That's 3 wounds. 3 4-up invuns for the Venerable Dreadnought from the Wraith's Claws.
No.
2 failed, you got no command points, so that's 4 damage. You get to ignore them on 6s actually. See if you can get any 6s.
Do with a couple of these.
Got 1, that's better than average. Right, Scorpec Lord going into the Primaris squad, and this is going to hurt. I'm going to use the Flensing Claw, which is 2 hit rolls instead of 1, so he goes up to 8 attacks, and that also is going to be at -2 AP because I'm no VOC. And on 6s for my Warlord trait to wound, I'm causing an additional mortal wound as well as damage, rerolling 1s to hit, 1s to wound because I'm Scorpec Lord. So rerolling those 1s, and I'm on 2s to hit. Okay, all hitting. Strength 6 for wounding, I believe. Yep, so it's use the strength. So it's going to be 3s, and only rerolling 1s, so I missed those 2s, but that's still damn good. -2 AP, 6 saves to make, 5-up saves, and that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So you've taken 4, that's 2 dead Primaris Marines. No 6s for me on wounding, guys, so no additional mortal wounds there. Right then, so the Primaris Marines are going to attack back, because it's all you're attacking back now. So you've got the 2 normal Marines, 3 attacks each because you're Space Marines for Angels of Death, and you're hitting on 2s because you're Space Wolves and you got charged. Go for it. So hitting on 2s, 1 missed, and you got wounding on 5s though because I'm toughness 6. 1 wound. 3-up save, makes it nice and easy. But then you got a power sword for 4 attacks with the sergeant. +1 strength on this as well, but it probably won't make a difference. So hitting, wounding is going to be still on 5s because you're strength 5 on toughness 6, so you still need 5s here. Okay then, so wounding on 5s. Reroll that one because it's got. Okay, so 1 wound. 4-up invuln for the against the power sword for the Scorpec Lord, which he doesn't make. And yeah, the Scorpec Lord is down to 5 wounds remaining. Dreadnought attacking into the raids. This is going to be cleaving again, but you +1 attack because I charged you, so this is going to be on 5 attacks on 2s. Hits, and then you're going to be looking at wounding here on 2s, because I have no minuses to it this time. And all wound, wow, nice. I need to make 4 of these to survive, I believe, so see what we can do. Oh, it was so close as well, but I failed 2, and that wipes out the squad. And the rates go down. Nasty stuff. I needed to kill the Dreadnought really before he was able to do any of that. Nasty. Right then, so end of battle round 2 there. Interesting things are massively evening out here. No reanimation protocols for the Wraith, they completely got wiped. I'm on 17 victory points now. I got +2 for holding this quarter and you not having any models in units wholly within that table quarter. But you've managed to get yourself in each of the other 3, so you're holding me off there for that. But I do get +2 points, I'm on 17. Al, you're up to 4 points, but you're going to gain more points for holding objectives in this next turn coming. So 17 to 4 at the end of turn 2. Going into turn 3 for the Space Wolves. Al, you hold 2 objectives. I hold 2 objectives. So we are equal. You gain 10 points, 5 for 1 objective and another 5 for holding a second. And you're also up to 1 command point because you were on 0 and it's your turn again. Nice. Moving the suppressor. Jetpack straight back over to the building where you were earlier because there's no wraiths anymore to scare you. Holding down objective 3, taking your wound with you, god damn it. And then falling back with the intercessors with 4 move for the terrain. Falling back, keeping on that objective but also getting away, more importantly, from that Scorpec Lord. Advancing with Arjak, +2. Moving 7 up with Arjak. Just pushing as best he can really over towards my Lord because you want to slay the Warlord. So shooting phase, the suppressor might as well shoot here. He moved, so it's -1, but he's going to be shooting over into the Necron Warriors. 3 shots on 4s because you moved with a heavy. Go for it. Ooh, not bad though. Wounding on 3s, I believe, because you're strength 6, 7.
7.
Yep, wounding on 3s. Yeah, 2-2 is not good for him. No wounding. The Dreadnought has his Stormbolter for 4 shots. That's going to be on 2s, I believe. Hitting. Wounding is going to be on 4s. The Stormbolter. Okay, and no AP on this. 4 up saves for the Necron Warriors. Made them both, nice. And then Arjak's out of range with his throwing hammer, so it's just going to be charging. Dreadnought for a charge. I have no Overwatch because I've got no command points. So go for it. He's autoing anyway, but he might as well roll. Nice, good 9. Pushing in there and staying on the objective, I guess, as well. And then, yeah, you're going to get to attack first there with the Dreadnought. On 2s, winning on 3s. 9 attacks with siding from the Dreadnought into the Warriors. Go for it. And that's pretty good going. Wounding on 3s. Boom! And, ooh, not so good for wounding, but that is 3 dead Necron Warriors. And it's 3 dead Necron Warriors, but I've got to do my reanimations. So we'll go the 3 at the back here. Reanimating on 5 ups. And I get 1 back and 2 die. So I'll keep that one there. And the other, there we go, comes back to life. Comes back to life and they'll get their attacks against the Dreadnought because I think that's the only combat this round. Piling in with the Warriors and they've got 1 attack apiece. Alright then, so 6 attacks and it's going to be on 3s then 5s for the Warriors. 5 hits. Can we get some 5 ups here? And this is -1 AP guys, so it's a 4 up invuln for the Dreadnought I believe. And 2 go through, 2 4 up invulns, and you do have a reroll I believe because you still got the command point this turn. And failed one, made one, so you could take the wound or you could re-roll it for a 4 up. Re-rolling for a 4 up makes it, so stays on 2 wounds for now, not bad. Okay then, so Dreadnought remains on 2 wounds. I've lost some more Necron Warriors here, lost 2 more that round, so not able to fail leadership again. Scarabs have still remained unscathed at the back down that objective for me. But yeah, you're still holding down 2 objectives, Al, so it's going to be interesting this. We'll go on to my turn 3 for the Necrons. So into my movement for the Necrons, I'm back up to 1 command point and Al's down to 0 because I spent the last one in that last round to keep the Dreadnought alive. So Scorpec Lord, quite simply, getting within an inch, ready to charge later. He's on 5 wounds remaining. Okay, the Necron Warriors for me are definitely falling back. Just enough to stay behind, but also still on that objective. Quite simply, staying outside of an inch range. Living Metal as well on the Scorpec Lord, he healed his only damage there. Doesn't care about the puny Primaris. 2d3 shots into the Primaris squad from the Scorpec Lord's cannon. and that is going to be, ooh, that is 5 shots. Hitting on 2s because of my HQ, nice. Rerolling 1s that was as well. Rerolling 1s to wound, and it's going to be strength 6, so 3s, rerolling 1s. Okay, no rerolls work there, so it's just 3 wounds at -1 AP.
3 of them.
3 4-up saves for the Space Wolves, the Primaris.
No, failed 2.
Failed 2, so 1 goes down. 1 bites the dust, and that's the shooting. There's no shooting for the Necron Warriors because they fell back. Scarabs have no shooting, they're staying put. It's just charge phase, which is literally just going to be the Scorpec Lord. No Overwatch because no command points, and I doubt they would anyway. Charging, 8, literally just going to stay there though. I don't want to be anywhere near Arjak, to be quite honest. So that's going to be straight into the fight, the actual fighting, and Scorpec Lord will get his attacks. So this time he's going to use his Hyperphase Harvester. I think it'll actually be better against Primaris. I wish I'd used it last time. So this is going to be hitting on 3s because it's unwieldy, but rerolling 1s. Reroll that 1. So we get 3 hits. Wounding here is going to be on 2s because it's strength 8 now with this weapon. Rerolling 1s. Reroll those 2 1s, good job. Okay, that's 3 hits. 1 mortal wound in addition from my warlord trait already anyway, so 1's down to 1 wound. -4 AP, and that's what he should really be doing. I should have done those attacks last time, really. Both go down after the mortal wound anyway. It's -4 AP, 3 damage apiece. Ouch. And the Scorpec Lord ain't going to consolidate. He's quite happy sitting on that objective, watching Arjak jog towards him like a moron. Yeah. But yeah, that's the end of that turn, guys. No other combat to be done. That's attrition for me, +4 points for that round. So I'm up to 31. Going into turn 4 for the Space Wolves. And sorry, I actually also have that table quarter and this table quarter, so that's another +4. Brutal. So after that, we'd be going into turn 4 here. I'm on 35 victory points, Dwell's 14. You would be going up to 19 in this next turn, I think. But me getting attrition that round has capped it, I think.
I don't think there's any way I'm going to catch up.
No.
Not in God's green earth. He's so slow, he's just going to go...
and not get enough range to the charge.
5 movement, 8 movement. I'm never going to catch him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be able to catch the damn Scarabs.
No. They'd run away now.
It's iffy whether he would... I mean, like, he could probably take out that squad, but your Overwatch might take him out, for God's sake. He's only on 1 wound, and he can't really
He would just sit there holding that objective, I guess.
I don't think there's anywhere to go now. I think I'm going to have to concede to the better player. Yeah.
Okay, well, I think, yeah, the Dreadnought would have come close to pretty much wiping that squad in your next turn. Might have got you attrition.
Yeah.
But I mean, 4 points in the last thing.
A bit close.
I think so. I think you would have closed the gap by the end.
There's no way that I was gonna overtake.
But I was saying to Al,
I just never catch him.
Yeah, Scorpec Lord would have just ran into the corner here. I won't be bothered about objective now because I got the points lead. Scarab Swarms would follow him as well to prevent you getting more attrition. And that's pretty much how that would be, really. I think you would close the gap, but it would certainly be still a Necron win there, I think. But that was a really good game, actually. I really enjoyed that. Was. Really enjoyed using the new rules, the new codexes for us. Hope you really enjoyed watching that as well, guys. Please do make sure to subscribe if you're new, or you've been watching us for a little bit. Do make sure to stick with us, support the channel. And obviously you can also go through our things like Patreon and whatnot to help sustain the channel and help us keep doing these awesome things and be able to afford these new codexes and whatnot. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed using the Scorpec Destroyer Lord. He's awesome. The Scorpec Destroyers themselves, I'm not so keen on. I've said this before about them. They're no invuns on them really makes them pretty weak, to be honest. Most big models like that tend to have an invun. They don't. For example, the Wraiths are only 5 power now. They have 4 up invuns. They have the awesome ability to fall back, shoot, and charge in the same turn. For me, they're way faster. They just make way more sense than the Scorpec Destroyers. If I'd have kept them within aura of the Lord, they might have done better damage output, but to be honest, the Lord, I mucked up taking the Veil of Darkness and putting them next to him because I anticipated that I'd be able to vault him across the table with them, which is why I took behind enemy lines as well, but I mucked that up. But it still worked out, transporting him over that side, which just so happened to be good against L when he had Slay the Warlord, because it meant that, I think I said that to L, I think that's what won me the game, really, is being able to jump that Warlord to the opposite side of the table of Arjak, and Arjak didn't deep strike in, so he was left coughing his way across, spluttering across the battlefield, not able to catch up. So I think that worked down to a T in the end, really, the Veil of Darkness. I don't know what I think about the new reanimation protocols. I think it makes sense. I think they do work fairly well. It seems pretty cool. Very thematic still. The Living Metal's crazy as well, because the Scarabs healed, the Wraiths healed, and so did the Scorpec Lord from that. You might think it's not really much with only one wound here and there, but it can make a difference. But yeah, really enjoyed that, guys. Make sure to subscribe, throw a like on the video for sure.
Yeah, it was a really fun one.
It really was. Leave us a comment down below, please do, in the comments. Boost the video for sure, and let us know what you think of the new Necrons and the new Space Wolves or Space Marines. We're going to be bringing you plenty more Necrons versus Marines. I've got my Raven Guard to come. We've got all sorts. We've got Blood Angels, Dark Angels.
Still
working on the White Scars. Yeah, true. Yeah, there's plenty of stuff we'll be bringing to you guys. All new models as well. But and we'll look forward to that. But otherwise, as always, guys, happy skirmishing. Hi there, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do make sure you are subscribed to the channel and make sure to hit the notification bell. Also throw us a like on the video and leave us a comment down below. Finally, if you would care to support the long-term progress and stability of the channel, please sign up to become a Patreon member in the link below the video for as little as $3 per month, just like the amazing people to the left of me. You will gain access to many different benefits, but you will also be making sure that we can still put out videos for the foreseeable future. Thanks for watching, and you can check out more of the videos here right on our channel. Everything Skirmish. But until next time, happy skirmishing, guys.